Kris Aquino has finally spoken about why she had to leave the ABS CBN network. Read this: after she remained silent about the issues that she's about to transfer to another network, Kris Aquino has finally spoken about the issue. Through her 3-part Instagram post, she narrated everything, from top to bottom. She stated reasons why she had to leave the Kapamilya network. On her first post, she narrated what actually happened after her vacation in Hawaii with Bimby and Josh. "We were set to renew our contract February 2016. It was a generous, less demanding agreement, but at that time there was a threat to my life we needed to take seriously. I had to regain my health, and I needed time for my family and me. We didn't sign then. I went to Hawaii, came back to campaign, then left again. Our agreement was we'd talk when I got back. That is the risk of taking time for yourself. When you come back, there's no guarantee that a space will be held for you. We spoke in July, but there was no definite show and no assured time frame of my return on air. I perfectly understood. As much as I wanted to believe I was a pillar of the network, everybody is dispensable. And I say that with no bitterness, just honesty. So to all of you saying please don't leave, it wasn't a choice, that was just mine to make. I take my share of the responsibility. And I say that with so much gratitude in my heart." Invite you to watch the video. Rivalry: Trillanes showed rude and disrespectful behavior towards Senator Cayetano during EJK hearing. The hearing of today's session in the Senate was a heated one, as members of the body were bickering all over each other and egos seemed to be flying all over the place. One instance was the heated exchange of Senator Alan Peter Cayetano and Senator Trillanes, one among the couple of big names Cayetano had a dispute with. This instance happened when Senator Cayetano was speaking to his heart's content. Senator Trillanes suddenly attempts to turn off his microphone, but to no avail. Senator De Lima tried to get in the middle of things by making an effort to calm the two hotheads. The two was also sitting right next to each other, making it more heated as they were exchanging words. "Senador Ako ha? Binodo ako and Gitao dito ha," Cayetano said. In defense of Senator Trillanes' actions, he was only trying to move on with the hearing because Cayetano has been speaking for more than an hour, which was a luxury for someone who is a non-member. "We have given him more than an hour of leeway. For a non-member that's a luxury," Trillanes said. "Who? And now as a member, can I assert my right as a member? Otherwise I might move to declare Senator Cayetano out of order for consuming the time of the committee of which he is not a member." The hearing was for the issue of extrajudicial killings, with witness Edgar Matabato, a self-proclaimed member of the Davao death squad, confessing to the stand that President Rodrigo Duterte was behind the killings in the president's hometown Davao. Invite you to watch the video. Davao City Representative Nograles opposed the witness Matabato. "Death squads didn't kill bodyguards in 2010. Davao City Representative Carlo Nograles denied the claims of Edgar Matabato that his father was kidnapped and killed by the members of the Davao death squad in 2010. "From the time I was chief of staff of former Speaker Prospero C. Nograles to the time I was elected as congressman, no supporter of ours or persons under our employ was ever killed due to politics," Nograles said to oppose Matabato. Matabato said in his testimony that 4 bodyguards of the elder Nograles has been kidnapped and killed by the death squad members when he ran in the mayoralty position against President Duterte's daughter and current mayor of Davao, Sara Duterte, way back 2010 but lost. "Political differences in our city has always been strictly on the level of difference in policy and style, and it has never degraded into the level of violence. That is why it is easy for us to set aside our differences and unite for the common good of Davao and the nation," Nograles said. The congressman also stated that only the interests of other parties can push Matabato to appear in the Senate hearing. "I can only suspect that this guy is being manipulated by some people to only serve their own selfish interests," he said. Invite you to watch the video. Antipolo kidnapping cases went viral online. But what really happened? Read this now. Nowadays, where crimes are rampant, it is a must for everyone to take more caution and be more alert when going out. It is important that we are highly aware of our surroundings, be it in your own car, commuting or just walking. This was the plea of 2 netizens who shared a horrible experience in their Facebook page and went extremely viral. One of them is identified as Hannah Mae Joves Tsaranga, who posted a warning to everyone and saying that 2 women were kidnapped by a van at Antipolo Shopwise. She also noted that the 2 guys were well dressed, making it difficult for people to recognize their motives. However, it was unclear if she personally witnessed the incident or she heard it from a friend. Another post went viral which was hugely similar to what Tsaranga posted. Shania Marie Gonzalez shared in her Facebook page how she was abducted by a van at the area of Antipolo last September 11. She shared and detailed how 2 men from the van forced her to get in. She was then blindfolded and was forced to take in a blue capsule. Afterwards, when the van stopped at the gasoline station, she immediately opened the door, jumped off the van and took a jeepney immediately. She spent the night at Mini Stop, Katapunan, QC, where she waited until sunrise for her parents to fetch her. Many got terrified by the story that it took the internet by storm and was shared numerous times to warn others. However, some reinforces that the story of Gonzalez might be hoax, as no police got involved, which should be a protocol of any kidnap victim. According to some netizens, Gonzalez didn't even show a slightest of traumatic reaction, which should have been manifesting after an abduction. Meanwhile, true or not, it is still highly advisable for everyone to always be alert when you're outside. It is better to be safe than sorry. Invite you to watch the video. V-League repeat to boost and use UAAP drive, with their back-to-back title romp in the Shakey's V-League Collegiate Conference. The National U Lady Bulldogs can't help but feel bullish in their quest for a dream UAAP crown. After repulsing the Ateneo Lady Eagles in 3 to capture the V-League diadem last season, the Lady Bulldogs brimmed with confidence as they set out for the UAAP Season 78 wars. But their dream to end a long title spell remained just that, a dream, as the Lady Bulldogs didn't even make it to the Final Four. But with another V-League win comes another hope for an NU side that won just 2 UAAP women's volley plums, the last in 1957. "I'm not saying that we'll win the UAAP title," said Jaja Santiago, who led the Lady Bulldogs to this year's V-League championship and won the conference MVP honors. "I'm just trying to say that we now have the confidence to accomplish it, unlike before when we played tight and nervous." With the teamwork they showed in nailing their 3rd V-League crown, incidentally all against the Lady Eagles, and an intact roster, the Lady Bulldogs indeed loom as the team to watch in UAAP Season 79. One thing that makes this team click is that they work as a team. They don't rely on individual talent. "In any competition, teamwork is key," said NU assistant coach Edjet Mabad after steering his wards to a 19-25, 25-18, 25-22, 21-25, 15-4 decision over the Lady Eagles to complete a final sweep at the Philsports Arena in Pasig late Wednesday night. Sportshub, article Merck, page match, 1, section match, 1, with the talented Lady Bulldogs, composed of Santiago, Aiko Urdas, Orel Singh, Jasmine Naber, Risa Sato, Gail Rose Valdez, Roma Joy Dormal, playing as one cohesive unit, and you prove better than Ateneo, particularly in the pressure-packed finale. They rallied from match points to win the series opener and then dominated the 5th set in Game 2. Sure, they swept the Lady Eagles without their former star, but the Lady Bulldogs also beat their rivals with Alyssa Valdez at the helm last year. Besides, the back-to-back champions also played sans their former aces, including Myla Pablo and guest players Dinbin Manabat and Ruby De Leon. Mabad actually used an 11-player rotation throughout their campaign, as Pablo, who led the team to last year's title run, Ivy Perez and Rika Dialan either graduated or were not included in this year's roster. "We played with only 11 players and we will play with the same 11 in the UAAP," said Mabad. But the 6-5 Santiago imposed her will all tournament long, eventually snaring her first MVP of the conference trophy along the way. Singh played true to form, and Naber and Phil Japanese rookie Sato provided the team a big boost with their gutsy plays, including dumps, Naber, and blocking, Sato. Naber, an outside spiker in her high school days, also proved to be a big revelation, proving her coach her true worth after she was converted into a setter, a role she played to the hilt. The young talent capped her strong performance by dishing out 46 excellent sets and unloading 14 hits to nail the finals MVP award. "I just want to give back the faith and trust the coaching staff gave me to become a setter," said Naber. With Lasalle now without some of its aces, who have graduated after steering the Lady Spikers past the Lady Eagles in the last UAAP title clash, a solid National U side will be aiming not just a Final Four seat but a crack at the coveted championship.